I know what you're on about, Days Vale, and I'm going to tell you right up. Oh, wait. It's, what elves? I do actually have Leap on here with Ward Dancers. Ah, crap. I thought I was Amazons for a stupid minute. Never mind me. I'm an idiot. Hello, everybody. As always, I am Chun, and this is Marin Mixed Mayhem, the 16th season. And we're doing about as well as you would think if you've been around here for any length of time. It's the Pebbly Twig. It's dwarves and wood elves with one random human thrown in for good measure versus Shelmer, the flying hazardous objects, playing Union of Small People, which is ironic considering what half his team is. So let's take a look at this nonsense, shall we? For in fact it is indeed nonsense. We have the Pebbly Twig here. And let's see, we got 4 dwarves today. Our other dwarf is injured and out this week, so that's fun. Middling Merle, our human catcher, is back, so he'll be maybe doing something? I don't know. 2 ward answers, Rondell Redwood and Abrin Aspen. Abrin got strip ball, so he's going to be more of a ball blitzer. I mean, the way I've got this built up, my ward answers should be more ball blitzers than anything else. We have Brolf and Birch, our thrower, still here. One of our elf linemen is out. So we will be dealing with 2 loners. 2 loner linemen of undefined and undisclosed loyalty. But we'll see where they end up being and what they end up being. Frankly, oh, pardon me. It could be a Longbeard. It could be a Wood Elf. It'll probably just be a human or a Bretonian. Let's be perfectly honest here. But otherwise, it shouldn't. Otherwise, it's not really the worst position we could be in. We could have a whole lot more. I could have used my team reset. But it's not looking good for us, just in the long run. Our opponent this week is Flying Hazardous Objects. Union of Small People, played by Shelmer, who, scary enough as a coach, has got a fairly deep bench here. Sure, it's only 2 people, but when you look at it and you have like 3 ogres and 2 treemen, I am very distinctly, well, it's probably even strength, all things considered, with the Noblars and the Goblins. But let's see, but all the ogres have got stuff. You've got 2 ogres with block, 1 with break tackle, because they've just been popping off, apparently. Trees don't have anything just yet. I love how this all things. It's just weaponry and ammunition. It's great. And Power Stone for some reason. Because it's a... Well, will we be the one to give Sauterelle the last 3 points he needs to get another level? Or will we exploit the weaknesses of Strength 1 and Strength 2 Goblins and Noblars to get some points on our side? 2 rerolls, an Apothecary, and Fan Factor. We will be getting a fair, at least with a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? Petty cash. Because of team value. Okay, well, honestly, nothing for it, really. Technically starting as a tiniest bit early, but you know what? Let's do that. We got ourselves... So, yeah. It's Pebbly Twig versus Flying Hazardous Objects. I genuinely don't have any idea how this is going to go. It can honestly go either way, knowing my luck, and I'm probably going to get creamed. But let's see what happens. Ain't no way to know until we do, and... yeah. Alright, 2 journeymen. Way to tell what it is, I don't know. 180 in petty cash. I can't get stars. I can get mercenaries, but yeah, no. Don't need mercenaries. Bloodweiser babes, rerolls. Ugh. You know what? Let's go for a reroll. We'll grab a Bloodweiser babe. Because we will probably inevitably end up with a few KOs. Minimum. So we'll get the one Bloodweiser babes. We're getting up on 3s. The extra reroll to bring us up into the stuff. So, and then the 2 linemen, journeymen. All right. We're floating an extra 30, but there's nothing else that we really can buy for that. Yeah, no. This isn't Blood Bowl 3 where I can get cheerleaders, but we'll go for it. All right. 2 journeymen. What an opportunity for me. What are the journeymen I'm getting, by the way, I wonder? I apologize if I'm a little bit out. It has maybe not been the longest of days, but it's been a weird one. Flying hazardous objects. We've got ogres, we've got goblins, we have treemen, we have noblars. I can hurt some things and can be hurt by others. Let's hope we can hurt things before we get too hurt ourselves. On our side, the Pebbly Twig, we've got dwarves, we've got elves. We've got a Bretonnian Lino. We have 2 Bretonnians. Or is that one of my throwers? Is that my thrower? We'll see who we got. I'm going to regret this. I just know I'm going to regret this. I'm going to go on defense this first half. Oh! You guys got a Longbeard loner. That's great. And apparently he's a human lineman. All right. Sure. You can tell because he doesn't have fend. This is going to be so bad in so many ways.
This is our thought.
What's that?
After this show, nothing hurts.
Hey, Doc, how's it going? By the way, apparently there's no need to fear, for I am here. Who do you think you are, Mighty Mouse? Underdog? Superman? Oh, that's our thrower. Thrower wants to be back here. Actually, yeah, we'll sacrifice the loner dwarf. We'll bring Lithor in the back to be more of a... Or like, oh my, I don't know. You know what? Sure. We'll keep Lithor. Keep Lithor and our loner in the back to act as screen in case he tries to do some cheeky throw play. Middling Merle is going to be well in the middle. And our war dancers on the sides to maybe hit people. So we'll see what happens. Alright. Otherwise, we have a bombardier and a chainsaw to worry about. And we're starting with a chainsaw, apparently. That is a scary front line if ever and I haven't seen him. Well, my dwarves are gonna die. But if we can at least get a good kick and get started in the right way. Oh! High kick, not great. And the kick is in the middle of the roof, right of the dead middle. But he didn't pick it up. And here come the 3 dies. Old Salt is just going to the ground. That's tolerable. Bonehead. Push, push, skull. So just pushing. Making good use of those Noblars, actually. No bad stuff happening to him so far, so that's at least was a thing for him. It's not good for me. These 3 dies are going to be a problem, however. But as long as my armor holds... Yeah, so far, so okay. A 2-up kickback on a 5-up chainsaw. Oh, that's going to hurt. Well, this is why I got the Bloodweiser bed. Fail the pickup. Come on, fail the pickup. Shalmer has to throw at least 1 Noblar. It's tradition. I mean, sure. I fully agree. But that KO of that War Dancer is bad news. I mean, he's not going to re-roll that. KO! 40mm LV. So we're both dealing with 10 players currently. Okay, lift door. You can actually reach, and that gets me a 2-die without block. Rondell technically can hit. If I can hit Power Stone and get next to the ball carrier, that would be great.
Well, they say all good things come to an end.
What's that got to do with this show?
In other news, apparently there's been an update in OBS. I can hear my alerts now and properly react to them. Okay, keep Brolfen in the back just to be a bit more safe. You gotta be careful with Power Stone. Which is why I'm going to immediately start punching him with 2 GFIs. Is it a good idea? No. I've got block. It doesn't get me put forward, but he is stunned. And that is all the movement. Cool. All right, well, the tree is going to hit the War Dancer. That's unfortunate. Actually, wait a minute. 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's still... yeah, that's the best I can do. That's still Zarg Dice. Zarg Dice with block, though. Risk it. You know, sure. So how am I? Oh, you are a little quiet for me. You have me maxed. Okay. 1 second. When I'm done my turn, I'll do some adjustments. Merle's gonna come down here. At least ways he's stunned. Alright. End turn. Alright. What can I possibly do to make... Is it just my voice? The game? What all is quiet, Kitsu? This is, okay, I've pumped up my mic a little bit. How is that? Talking. Talk about talking as we talking at you. Sounding good? Okay, good. And I'm neither me or the game is overpowering each other then? On that logic, ooh, failure on the bonehead. It ain't the blitz! It ain't the blitz! How are the alerts volume sounding? They seem a little quiet to me. But I also haven't been able to hear them until, like, literally today. So... Let's just... Okay... Stand up Mithril Mothro, because... Yes. Okay, one dodge, one 2-up dodge that never fail for me. I don't have a long-standing, absolute horror story of failing 2-up dodges. No, what are you talking about? I'm not scarred, you're scarred. I'm scared, but that's different. Slightly different spelling. Fuck, I hate what I'm going to do. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to resist the urge to fall into Deus Vale's thing and just roll 2-ups and not try to avoid the 3-up that I can fail more readily. Meanwhile, a couple of GFIs. All right, I'm on the ball. Neato. There is not anybody there, all right? Being very careful with how he does that. He's got block. I do too. So the Zard dice into block. I only have my 1 reroll left. I don't want to use it on another one of that. I could try... Oh, who am I kidding? I need to make some... I've moved everything else safely. And I really should be a little... What am I talking about? I should be less cautious about this. I'm not, like... I'm one of the most reckless players in the damn league. You've been enjoying Gladius. Now that's the 4X, right? That's the Civ-like, yeah? If I actually took this one... If I took this one, that opens up... I think last week is affecting this week. I mean, it always affects this week. Follow. Alright, it's not going to help the hit, but... I'm at least ways not punished for this so far. Alright, it could very much be worse. I'm not going to try and go against the tree. I mean, I could. The tree actually doesn't have block. That's actually the safer Zart. What am I talking about? Hey, you know what? Sure. On the ground, you! You know, I was saying I probably shouldn't have done that, and yet I stunned a tree. How about that? Last week is affecting this week, and you know what I mean? The PTSD of the injuries. I mean, yes. Ooh, ball. Oh, eat the blitz. Oh, he didn't eat the blitz. Oh, no. 3 dice. Hey, that's entirely tolerable. That is entirely tolerable, and the ball is technically stuck there. I mean, yes. Patty cake. Patty cake. Good effort, but I'm the patty cake champion. I've been looking... Oh, good. Copper Cottonhead is injured. I just replaced that guy. No long-term effect. Okay, sure. He's a lino. Oh, good. That's the guy I didn't want to give more points to unnecessarily. Yeah, I've actually been half looking at Gladius for a bit. Like, I'm fairly certain I have it. So, yeah, and honestly, you know, those variety of Civilization-type games are absolutely up my alley. Yeah, it just has a lot of DLC factions that I would want to play. Not the least of which being AdMech. Least of which, that's the only one I would really want to play. Power Stone does not have dodge, so it's not behooving of that. It's a 3 to a... You grab the sisters. Yeah. Okay, so... Okay. Agility 3, agility 4. Agility, respect. Yes, of course, it was respectfully. Of course, that being said, I doubt any Sister of Battle would believe any of that would be specifically to be such. A 3-up dodge is not the worst ever. No. I have to spend everything to get a 1 die in RPG 7. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Like 3, 4. We'll 3-4 into the Noblar. That should get me at least with some variety of removal. Sidestep. Stay. Just a stun? Really? Okay. War Dancer is being effective in places, that's fine. Alright, let's try and make a few more hits then, shall we? Hey! I'm getting far too cocky for... Oh! I'm getting far too excited for this to be anything but a terrible idea at the end of the day. But I can actually get my loner in there. I'm gonna save the reroll. Earning his paycheck today, isn't he? Well, the violence has begun in earnest. That's 3 stuns on the field. This is I'm making an order named Order of the Prismatic Dragon based on the fake granddaughter. Hey, he failed the chainsaw. Why do you do that? Die. Power Stone is injured. I didn't injure him, but... And he's niggled. He's niggled. There's the apothecary. Joins the substitutes. Well, he still gets red carded. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for better. I really could not have asked for better. Alright, let's send Flashbang into this side and hope I can get the ball to middling Merle. Oh. Okay, well. If I can't get him into middling Merle, I can at least ways get him close. Follow. I did not count the goblin. I am dumb. But at the same time, I also wasn't profoundly... I wasn't profoundly punished for that. Three, 4, 5. Nope, still Zarg dice. No hits on Noblars. No free hits on Noblars. I can make another shot at a tree. And go after the Block Ogre. The Bloger. Okay, let's bring Lithor up here at least. We'll mark up. What about yogurt? Yogurt. I hate yogurt. Can't stand yogurt, even with strawberries. Bonus points if anybody remembers what that line is. Punch a shin. And okay. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that could be useful. It's just a 4-up dodge. What could possibly go wrong here? Okay. When the dwarf is dodgy, how is that a 5-up dodge? It's a titchy. Should I go on this other side? All right, let's see. Yeah, only one KO on, well, one KO, one injury on both sides. So did that eat the blitz? I don't think it ate the blitz. Yeah, okay, it didn't eat the blitz. A 2-die on the Rondell Redwood. He's going to push the ball carrier, of course. Why wouldn't he? And the ball carrier is going to take an opportunity to run away. Stand up didn't work. Re-up dodge. No tackle next to him, so that's easily enough to done. And he does it. Two-up dodge against tackle. Two dodges against tackle. But they're all two-ups, so... Oh, there goes Titchy. Get him! Their HQ is called Bastion of the Silver Scale. They are an order who are kind on an assault order and focus more on Zephyrim, Seraphim, and aircraft. Ooh, neat. Okay. This is the point in the show where it really starts getting obnoxious. That's a 1-die block with block into dodge. I have no way to knock him into... Well, actually, I can still take the 1-die. A 1-die with block into that. Okay, we're going to try something silly. We're going to blitz with our thrower first. And try to knock the ball carrier into the tackle. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. We knock him into the tackle. Stay. Volfen has dodge, which means I can go here, 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 here. When do I not try something silly? Touche! But I get the 2-die with tackle onto the ball carrier. Follow. Arthur break. Ball is next to the tree, not perfect. Middling Merle. Middling Merle wants to do something more. I've already got the ball. We'll stand up the lineman to keep the ogre in place. Get Lithor over here. I want Merle to get the ball. I want Merle to score. One, two, three, four. A 2-3-2. So we'll put Merle here. Actually, 4 agility doesn't mean I can actually make a halfway safe pass, too. So we'll put Merle here. We'll be safe. Dodge first. Merle. Thank you. All right. The ball's in the hands of the guy whom I want it to be in. All right. Could be worse. Merle could die. This is very true. Follow. Stand up. You, and then get him there so that there's no real fair spot. The Snotling can... Not Snotling. Noblar can still go around. Your catcher did in the league, but then I bought a War Dancer, so you're good. And this is all good to hear. I'm just hoping... Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a KO. Thrower is KO'd. I bought Babes for this. It's not the worst deal. Ogres aren't great at dodging, which means my human lineman is probably going to be sacrificed here. Bonehead went off. That's big. Take root. Stand up failed, so he's still on the ground. Goblin can get near. Noblar can get near. Noblar can get on. There goes a blitz into a dwarf. No, break tackle into a guy. But it does open up the ogre to be obnoxious. I should have been punching the break tackle ogre. Well, he was, to be fair, he was on the ground for the majority of this time. He can actually... Uh-oh. Throw teammate! He's going for it! He's going for it! Down! He's on, land on his neck! Injured! It's not points! For me, unfortunately. It's not points, but it is a run. I'm going to be mildly cheeky and try to run out one turn. I want to hit a goblin. Can Rondell Redwood get something? Well, not quite something. I'm going to save the reroll until something actually more helpful or useful. I'm not going to put myself right next to a tree if I can specifically help it. Alright, stand up, Eamon Fleisch. Lithor stands here, being a bit of an obnox. I take a 2-die that I'm eventually going to get frickin' punished on. Bonehead means I don't have to make dodges. Which means I can actually stand next to the goblin for free, getting tackle on him, and take another shot with block into break tackle ogre, not losing anything. I'm going to run into double skulls eventually, and it's going to make me angry. Come on! was gonna say, you keep bullying Shelmer, how can I be angry? I mean, I'm not used to this stuff working as well as it does. Shelmer gets one turn. One turn to throw teammate. Both trees are not standing up. You can dodge away, but I've got tackle. So it's no guarantee, but he's able to do it just fine. Arguably the one thing I should do is just run the ball. The only thing I should do is put the ball into the end zone. And so I will. I'm not going to risk anything. I'm not going to risk getting a double skull on an unfortunate block. Even with a reroll, I can roll 4 skulls in a go. I'm just scoring. All right. I will say I'm disappointed in the lack of flying objects. He's not living up to the name. No, he's got time. Yay, I get my guys back! So, I'm down to 10 for the rest of the game. He's got a bit of a bench. Power Stone is set off. He doesn't have any bribes. Which also means that Frag Grenade, the Bombardier, is going to be out. And if he wants to try to throw the ball, he can't. If he wants to throw a bomb, he can't. He needs to throw teammate, which means I need a damn good defensive setup. Well, defensive setup. I need a damn good kick is what I need. If I were Shalmar, I'd get one of the trees. Probably, yeah, one of the trees free of the line of scrimmage and just in general. He's going to have M79 Thumper throw flashbang for it, which I don't blame him. That would give him a leveled up goblin. The Bombardier doesn't have no hands, so I don't have to. All right, I need a good kick. If the ball lands anywhere behind this, I love how I'm pointing and you can't actually see. If the ball lands anywhere parallel, alongside, nope, it's too shallow. I get a reroll, and that's a touchback. No. Oh, that actually might be just as good. Oh, that might be just as good. Bonehead goes off. No block. Take root. My human is going to be... Okay. Alright. Oh, are you going to try for the ogre to throw? For the ogre throw. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to ogre throw the game. He has to hand off. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's desperate. He's fucking desperate. That was the best kick I could have hoped for. That was the best kick I could have hoped for. And the bonehead goes off. The reroll and the pickup failure. I could just be kind. But there's a Noblar hit that I can take. Go, stumble, stumble. I've got the rerolls. Why not? Here we go. I'm being greedy. Nope, that's fine. Yeah. There it is. There's the punishment. But I'm fine. I'm fine with that being where it is. I'm just going to turn the alerts up just a little. Just for my own ears. Alright, the 1 KO'd Noblar comes back. My injured dwarf is still injured, of course. And the Bombardier is not a thing. So he's down 3, which means we're both at 10. And I get possession. This went very well. This went very well. I'm waiting to die. I am going to die. We all know I'm going to die. Okay. The dwarves are going to get 3-dyed no matter what. Three, 4. I can get a 1-die by moving someone forward. So let's actually put you there. If I can crash through the middle, because he put break tackle right in the center. That's probably not the best thing he could have done. If I can crack through the middle and then blitz into his Noblars and Goblins, I mean, it leaves me... It allows me to get concaved pretty bad. We're going to crash through. Gonna try at least. I want to break knees. I want to break knees. Well, that's about right. Okay, we get a 1-die with block, and frankly, if this fails, we get another 1-die with block. So heck yeah. Heck yeah! Who am I worried about? Okay, well, I don't know who added the auto mod. We'll go this way. We'll put him there. We'll clap that guy. Anti-nuclear lipstick. These bot seller names are getting more and more interesting. Not better, but interesting. All right, Rondell, you take the blitz. And I want you to hit a Noblar and see if we can't remove some more of that for some easier points. It's a 5 armor value. It's 5 armor value. Why do they not hurt? Pick up the ball. I said pick up the ball! With 3-3. There we go. It's almost like I can Blood Bowl at times. It'd be more dangerous for me to leave a tree open with this not a cage. So I'm gonna not hit the tree. I'm not gonna hit that tree anyway. I will hit this tree though. I will hit M79 Thumper. Works for me. I'm not even going to risk opening up the other side. Eat it. Eat it. You know what? I'll tolerate it. And he already used the reroll, so he can't reroll pushes. He is in the middle of everything, so like I said, he is concave. This is a major problem. But I did get a point onto my thrower for a cheeky pass, so we got something. The ball is in the hands of middling Merle if I can get some good shots in, and it is a -2 to pass. He's only a little surrounded. This is entirely true. We're only a little in trouble. There goes Titchy. Whee! Ouch! 3, 4. Working at the ball wash. Working at the ball wash, yeah. Come on, y'all, and sing it with me. Ball wash. Sing it with feeling, y'all. Ball wash, yeah. Come on, Merle, let's run the hell away. My God, do you realize how hard my heart is beating right now? Feeling of winning, Chun, or heartburn, I don't. It's adrenaline at the very least. He's going to move forward. Follow him out. All right. Nope! He stopped me there. It's really early in the half to be doing that, but... I want to break knees. Oh. Oh. Well, so far so okay. He's committing resources to doing things. Come on! Nope! Get him! Okay. Everybody sing it with me. I want to break knees. I want to break knees. If I knew the song better, this joke would be much more about knees. I like Queen, but unfortunately that was not one of my usual knowledge bases. Didn't get him. And he's going to stay on the ball, because of course he is. I'm going to move Rondell over here. Got him. Stand up lift door. Use Fleisch to get a 2-die. Stay. And now we take another shot with Middling Merle. Maybe he gets more points here. No, but I'm not going to just hand over the ball. There it is. We're stunned. All right. That's tolerable. That's tolerable. It's only a tree. He's only got 3 movement. Huh. Only tree movement. Ha. 0 now and rooted. Oh, boy. Okay, how's he going to do it? 2 dodges and a GFI, and he fails the first dodge immediately, failing the second dodge immediately thereafter. He can re-roll it. No! Injured. Is that points for a guy? I should know that by now. It is not points for Rondell Redwood. It would be points if it was a both down, but it is not points for that. Okay. So then. Sorry you were getting coffee. All good, Kitsu. All good. Okay. All right. Great-Eye would block. I was also getting some food. Also, the Noblar daring to stop the Chun shutout. I mean, it's a brave Noblar. It's the brave little Noblar, but, yeah! That's the injury I was looking for. Okay. Now, I realize that I'm a kind player. I understand this entirely. Do not get me wrong, I know what I'm doing. I know what the problem is of what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to do it anyway because I don't like being that guy. I'm scoring. The logic being, I want Shalmer to be able to play. I want Shalmer to be able to try and do something, and if I run out the clock, that's just not fun. Chun, are you sure you shouldn't be thinking of in the terms of, like, admin and Krenbol? You're not an admin here. You're just a regular player. I know, but that doesn't mean much. That's chivalries of me. I know what you're trying to say, but you misspelled chivalrous. Alright, he's got 8 players to my 10. What a gentleman, awe-inspiring. Put a sock in it. I just know what it feels like to not be able to play. And I'm trying to make sure people can play. Because I like when people play. Okay, that's good for him. And not that the kick was going to be a bad position for him anyway. Caught the ball! What is he going to do? Is he going to try to go for, like, never said that I'm not the best with English and English is your primary language? Very true. But you know, spelling is always the thing, though, isn't it? There goes the bonehead. With 3-up catch. There you got it. All right. Tree. Here we go. Hazardous flying object. Locked and loaded. Take root goes off. Throw teammate succeeds. He's gone. And he's down. Reroll. He's down again. You do hate to see it. Shelmer, I'm sorry. I know I said about not being able to play, but I would be an absolute fool to not take this opportunity. For my luck to average out, though.
I now realize television has one major advantage over a live stage show.
What's that?
A television you can turn off.
With my recent pickups in main Krenbol? Yeah, you do.
You want to hear me sing?
Only if you sing tenor.
Tenor?
10 or 11 miles away.
Yeah. Happens. Alright, and just to make it that it's... Make it so that... I can try and run this out. Tour. I can blitz him. I can blitz him.
Yeah, this show is good for what ails me.
Yeah, well, what else?
I won't blitz him, but I will
Insomnia.
put tackle zones in his way.
What? Wake me when the show starts.
It's already been on a while.
Wake me when it's over.
This almost seems inordinately kind, Chun. It really kind of is, but again, I hate being the
You
guy.
shouldn't have jumped. The show's not that bad.
Well, it's not what I expected him to do, but it was the best chance he had. I'll be perfectly honest, I completely forgot about that ogre. Now that hurt my soul as someone who likes big guys. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give him another opportunity. This might be a bit run-uppy a bit, but it gives him 3 turns. It gives him 3 turns. Gives him 3 turns, it gives me a second level up, which is what I've been needing all season. And I will. To not be shut out. I was like, high kick again. Hey, Zio. Chun, stop. He's already dead. I'm not wanting to just absolutely mobilize him. I just know the opportunities to take what I have. Like I said, I want people to be able to play. It's not fun when you get utterly shut out. That would be cheeky and evil and hilarious if it worked. And if it works for me, that's awful for him. Like, yes, I am forcing his hand to do things, but I'm trying to let him do things. I'm giving him the best case for this to work. And is it going to hurt me? Probably yes. Yes, it will. But at this point, like, at this point, we all know I've won. He can't come back in 2 turns for 3 points. But I want him to do something and feel like you can do something. Because like, that's the worst feeling in this game. People to the Warhammer store in your area. Who knows what this stuff will be able to introduce people to? That's good. Yeah. I see you're avoiding him being Von Cod. That is pretty good considering what Von Cod did to the poor lizard team in Worlds. Yeah, I mean, Von Cod is... He's Von Cod. He's kind of ruthless. I mean, I will take 1 hit here just for fun, but... Oh, hey, let's have 2. They're small. Can I get 1 more point on Brolfen? The answer is yes. Well, take root again. Take that hit with my blessing, sir. Or not. All right. Well, there's more hits, I suppose. There's 1 more hit over here. Bonehead! Did that eat the blitz? No, it didn't eat the blitz. Well... Yeah! Yeah! GG. Well, he KO'd him versus a stun, so he could have gotten a point or 2 out of that. Holy hell, Chud winning a game? I know! It's astounding to me, too! Maybe I need to do like a half-half work game more often. Because that's what I had to do to get this time slot. I rolled a 6! There's a part of me that wants to, like, re-roll that and wants me to re-roll that into a lower number just because. But no, I'm not going to do that. I wish I could see what my MVPs were. But it wasn't you, so I'm going to turn you down. You didn't get any points, so I'm going to turn you down. My cannon is screwed then. Chun won a match. Bullfen got MVP! That's 3 levels! 3! Count them! Uno, dos, tres. But to be fair, the Treeman also got MVP, so it's not like Shalmer got nothing. And a treeman level is enormous. You know, like a tree. 8 points on Brolfen. 6 on Middling Merle for 2 touchdowns. 5 on Rondell Redwood for a... How did he get 5? Oh, yeah, he got, 1 injury and a touchdown. I scored 3 times. That's right. And then Brolfen got MVP in 3 passes. Did I really pass 3 times? Yeah, I guess I did. Let's see. Hazardous objects, 45 ones. Ouch. Chainsaw didn't do a whole lot. He got 1 stun before knocking himself out. 50% go for it. That's not great. Inaccurate pass. He succeeded on basically all of his throw teammates that mattered. 79% bonehead. Not bad. Ate a couple of blitzes. 68 dodge. Maybe a little low for goblins, but he didn't make all that many of them. 66 injury. 20% stand-up. That really hurts. That really hurts. 80% take root. Also not bad. 50% KO. 66 catch. 45 ones, 31 twos, 37 threes, 28 fours, 33 fives, and 23 sixes. What about those block dice? 17 skulls, 14 both down, 44 push, 17 stumble, and 8 pow. Yowza. Just a little more than twice skulls over pows. Shalmer just couldn't get anything going. I don't want to say he was diced, but he was kind of diced, and I feel bad about that. I don't like it when that kind of swingy happens. 90% dodge for me, that's healing. 71% armor. 85% injury. There was only 1 injury on my side. All my KOs came back. 4 out of 5 catches, 4 out of 5 pickups. 75% pass, so I failed and re-rolled 1 pass there. Casualty at 100%. Going forward at 83. Alright. 14 ones, 15, 17, 14, 16, 14. You couldn't get much more even than that. Versus 8 skulls, 19 both downs, which for me benefit me with all my block. 36 push, 18 stumble with the dodge, and 15 pows. I don't like saying that I beat him by dicing, but I kind of did. I really don't like it when games go that way. Nobody does. You mean it was skill? Hence why that ice were on fire? What are you talking about? I love causing great suffering through that. Well, that just shows the differences between you and yours and my persuasions there, memes. I mean, yes, take the wins when you can, and I'm ecstatic that I won. This is frankly the first game I think I've won in several seasons. And if I'm wrong about that, well, that's easily provable. But gotta get better gaming chairs so I can get the better rolls. I mean, I got this chair at Office Max. It was pretty nice, and it's pretty nice. I'm not sure if they still have them, but Emerge, not bad, and they're fairly inexpensive too. I think this was like $100, $120. And my God, it's so comfortable. Speaking of, if you're down, I am up for having our game tonight, unless you'd rather ride the high for a while bit longer. That is a thought. See, just buy Office Max. Sponsored by Office Max. Not sponsored by Office Max. I mean, yes. But in all honesty, though, and honestly, not sponsored, this is a very nice chair. Play tonight. Under normal circumstances, I would. I absolutely would. Unfortunately, tonight, in order to get this time slot to work with Shalmer, and don't feel bad about this one, Shalmer, in order to get this to work with Shalmer, I needed to do a little bit of chicanery at work.
They say all good things come to an end.
What's that got to do with this show?
So technically, I need to go back to work. I did like half of my shift earlier, so I could get back here in time to do this. So now I'm gonna go back and finish the last half of my job. But otherwise, I absolutely would, but I can't do that tonight. I can't play another game tonight. The Warhammer Final Fantasy chairs that come with nice little magnetic decor. Yeah, I'm not. I like my money where it is, and I'm bad enough at keeping my money where it is in my pocket. Alright, well, let's see. We got all of our players back for next week. This is good. Middling Merle gets a level up. What is he? Let's see. Block could be good. Movement would be amazing. Agility would be phenomenal. Yeah, so block wouldn't be bad. Agility could get me some interesting things. Passing or strength is really less of a thing, but if we can get a good stat increase, that would be absolutely bonkers. One reroll demands you buy another one, by the way. Thank you for the reminder memes. Yes, I will get a second reroll. But first about rolls, let's roll these ones. Middling Merle. What are you getting? A 5. All right. Well, block is the obvious answer. Jump up could be useful, but no, the obvious answer is the right answer, and it's good. Block. Block on a catcher just makes him... He already has dodge. Block. Rondell Redwood gets his level up. Again, movement, agility, armor might be nice. He already has Blodge, so what would be good for him? Well, we'll argue with ourselves about that, or myself about that, depending on what I roll. Rondell Redwood, you are 8. Okay, well, we could give him tackle. Tackle actually might just be the option here. I'm unsure who I'm playing next week if somebody wants to check that for me. Jump up actually might be very nice. Honestly, though, I think tackle. We are adding more tackle. You could get pro, so you could always reroll failed leaps. Hi, Digi. I mean, also true. There's pro. Strip ball is probably better. Honestly, if my war dancers are playing blitzer more than they're playing ball carrier, then yeah.
Poor fellow lost his nose.
How will he smell without it?
Same as always. Terrible.
Oh, it's so nice being able to hear my alerts again. Yeah, honestly, getting strip ball on both war dancers and treating them all as like blitzers and sackers are going to be probably better. You do one dice or red dice with them into cages. You know what? You're correct. That is very true. And with how much that being said, with how much I was not punished for all those Zarg dice, like, means you missed me make so many red die blocks. Normally, I'm so hesitant to do that, but yet I just did it today, and it worked out so well. Makes me feel kind of bad, frankly. Movement wouldn't be bad. Agility would be amazing. Passing, probably, just in general. Block, of course. Dodge, of course. Red dice aren't that bad if you're going for a push. Very true. Strength, I can't get strong arm because that doesn't matter. So, Brolfen Birch, what do you get? 10! 9 times out of 10, a characteristic is better than a skill. +1 movement. That said, though, block, dodge, get leader. He's a thrower, keep in mind, now he's not as useful as he was a runner. How did the match go? I won. Shockingly enough, I won. I shut out Shalmer. I don't feel good about it, but I kind of feel good about it. I feel good about winning. Honestly, leader is probably... It was Union of Small People, right? I mean, sure, but he had 3 ogres and 2 trees, so... There was plenty of brawling to be had as well. Leader does give me an extra reroll. In general, not enough big guys, needed at least 6. I mean, he did have 1 ogre that was injured, I think. No, he didn't. Yeah, no, he only had the 5. Unfortunately, he also barely got any use out of his secret weapons, so that was bad too. Leader is good for the reroll. He's a passer, so... Honestly, yeah, leader. I mean, accurate could be really nice, but the 4 agility already makes stuff pretty easy. Yeah, leader. We'll go leader. So we've got 2 war dancers with strip ball. 8 of our 11 players with block, if not blodge. A thrower with leader, so we have an effective second reroll. Honestly, just getting the actual reroll. I feel like movement. We had that discussion a little bit before you jumped in, Marin, but yeah. Most throwers are slower players on a team. This is true. But yeah, we were having that conversation a little bit before you jumped in, so... Yeah, we'll buy the extra reroll. So now we have an effective 3. That does inflate our team value to 1140, so take that with a grain of salt. As I now check what the schedule says. Oh, and actually, now Kaylee's got to re-roll us. Alright, so now, after the 1 win, how is it going to turn out? Have my choices been worthwhile? By the way, every game was a shutout this week. He's been doing well the last 2 games, waiting for your team to fall hard. I mean, yeah, kind of me too. I'm expecting getting like shutout 4-0 in the next game. And I don't know who I'm playing yet. Let's find out. The doctor is here. You have block on 4 whole players now. Fun. The doctor is here. Daysvale. Yeah, you too, Doc. Oh boy, 4 Chaos Warriors. I love how they're all how they're all doctor names. 2 storm vermin. Mighty blow block. Nice. Gotta watch out for him. 2 Skaven blitzers. So effectively 4 storm vermin. 1 with claw. Oh no. Where's Dr. Pepper shake? Yeah. Dr. Gill, the gutter runner, the only player that's going to be we're going to be dealing with that will have dodge. So try to get somebody here. Claws and bad against? No, not really. Especially against my dwarves. Gutter runner is going to be an issue, unfortunately, because it's gutter runner. If I can hit him, that'd be great. Yeah, I do have dwarves. Let's see, then we have Fieldstone and with block, Spaceman. I might not even want to blitz them all that much. With how much these Chaos Warriors are probably going to want to be on them, probably, yeah. You should be able to consistently 2-die the Gutter Runner with the War Dancers. Oh, absolutely. No Dr. Heinz, Doofenshmirtz, boo. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's no Dr. Strangelove either. Or even Dr. Stone, frankly. Again, for anybody who cares about anime. But, there is a character limit, sadly. Ah! So we can't have Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Evil Incorporated! Well, this is unfortunately what I gotta deal with. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he doesn't have a bench. This is good. 1230 versus 1140. So that's 90 for me. Unless something happens. Which is unlikely. Although, all in all, I fucking won a game. I nearly can't believe it. I nearly cannot believe it. But alright, yeah, but honestly, I do need to be heading out very shortly. And get back to what I've left unfinished at my actual job. Should I be admitting that on the internet? Maybe not. Am I ready for tomorrow? I'm probably going to be doing the same thing for work tomorrow as I am today in order to make that time slot work. But yeah, I am ready for tomorrow, Digi. And with that, we may as well talk about what's happening in the next 2 days, because it is happening over the next 2 days. Tomorrow, Krenbol Worlds qualifier shakes and shudders at the appearance of a new monstrosity. One that, in its first appearance, tied as its opponent as a last-second ad hoc replacement for a player that just left the league. And if you missed last week, well, you better get ready for tomorrow, because me and Digi are playing once again our two-headed Croxy Ogre game, where I am playing Sauruses and Croxigore. He is playing Skinks on one computer via Parsec. It is insane. I love it. It was nuts. Positively nuts when we did it last week, and I cannot wait to see what it does next, what it does tomorrow. But that is going to be tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone. You do the conversions to yourself. I know Digi already has. But you might be asking, Chun and or Digi? We call ourselves Digi Li Wan in the service. Digi Li Wan? To whom are you going to be inflicting this massive pain on? Why, who else but the most deserving? We will be playing against Kitsune Kaylee. It wasn't by design, it just so happened to be the fact that that's where the Swiss landed. So, that'll be fun. But that's tomorrow night. The day after, Thursday. It probably is going to be the end of my good luck, because then it's regular Kren Ball. Which means my Amazons need...
He shouldn't have jumped. The show's not that bad.
That was a remarkably apt thing, because...
Why? Wake me when the show starts.
It's already been on a while.
Wake me when it's over.
Regular Kren Ball, where my Amazons are going to be going up against Memes. Memes and his vampires. And assuming I haven't burned through an entire season's work of luck on this game alone, I'm probably going to die. I'm going to die. I just know I'm going to die. We also know that the great likelihood that my throwers are going to fail to pick up the ball again. It's like, what elves couldn't dodge, Amazons can't pick up the ball. I don't know what it is about me and agility teams. Or at least ways Blood Bowl 3 agility teams. Maybe I should play Skaven next season. And I know there were memes in this game. Well, there's memes in the game anytime memes shows up. Especially when we play him. But yeah, that is the schedule and docket for the next. And I tell you, my dance card is full. How many more analogous phrases can I come up with? No more, because I'm done. Oh boy, but yeah, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to die. How many times can I say that? I don't know. But with that, guys, thank you for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes, being here, just making these games tolerable, even if this game was more tolerable for me, just in general, because I won. But at the same time, again, Shalmer, good game, friend. I'm sorry the dice went the way they did, but I hope you have better luck in the rest of the season. And frankly, I will see the rest of you guys likely in tomorrow's game. Hopefully. Hopefully. And if I don't, I'll leave that for you to decide. Have a good rest of your day, all. One of these days I'll get so good with knowing where my buttons are that I won't have to look at them.
You know, I'm really gonna enjoy it tonight.
You plan to like this show?
No, I plan to watch television.